Hello there, welcome to the Monday edition of Uctv News. I am Sante Gloria Aborj. The National Unity Platform Party has strongly denounced government officials for allegedly interfering in the Kawempe North by-elections, which saw their candidate Elias Luyimbazi Nalukola emerge victorious. Speaking at the party headquarters at Makerere Kavule, NUP President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu criticized the government's alleged actions, stating that such interference undermines the integrity of Uganda's electoral process. He further condemned violations of people's rights, calling it shameful that state officials continue to engage in acts that compromise free and fair elections.
Batutya nnyo okusinga bwe tubatya. Temubatya kuba ne bwe munaabatya temulina kye mugenda kukyusa. Mulabe bwe bayisa bannammwe eno buli omu bamuyisa bwe batyo. Ng'ojja kulowooza nti kigenda kutuukako kigenda kutuukako kansembyeyo na bannamawulire bennyini. Tubeebaza omulimu gwe mukola. Tubasaasira and we stand in solidarity with you. But every bad thing comes with something good, at least a lesson. Let this show you that no one is safe, not even you. Not even when they use you. Nalabye bannamawulire abamu nga mmanyi nti bano bakolera regime. Naye nabo ow'embuya teyabataasizza nabe emboko bazibakubye. So you're not safe. You're only safe in a free country. Unfortunately, bangi ogenda balaba bajja bayita oba bayite babbosi baabwe bababuzeebuze oba batiisetiise oba baweeyo ekyo gya mmiro basirike until another disaster happens. So do the right thing, stand on the right side of history, and don't be used against oppressed people, because you are also oppressed.
Njagala kwebaza abantu aba collecting DR forms zaffe. Mwenna muli wano mbalaba abasinga mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala. Njagala kutegeeza bannamawulire abali wano nti singa tetwalina DR forms ezo olunaku olwaleero tetwalibadde na MP elect wano. Kubanga twali ku Tale Center ng'abasajja batandise okubba akalulu nga tulaba. Kambawo ekyokulabirako. Waliwo polling stations 8 we twabakwatira. Ku Excel Primary School, NRM yafuna obululu 23. Naye basoma 405. Ku St. Augustine Ground polling station gye bayita A to M, NRM yafunawo obululu 34. Ne basoma 234 ne bongerako 2 mu maaso. Awali 34 ne babufuula 234. Ku St. Augustine Ground N to Z, NRM yafuna obululu 44 ne basoma 244. Ku Kulumba High School O to Z, NRM yafunawo 0 ne basoma 13. Nebegabira 13. Ku Mpererwe Primary School polling station gye bayita A to KAS, NRM yafunawo obululu 39 ne basoma 7. You can imagine. Bafuna obumeka 39 ne basoma 7. So nga NUP yali efunye 97 obwaffe ne babusala ne basoma 47. Ku Late Magulu's Compound NAN to Z, NRM yali efunye obululu 25 ne beewa 168. Ku Mathel NAK eyo polling station Comrade Kayemba Solo gy'abadde ayogerako, NRM yali efunyeko obululu 3 ne beewa 3 ne bongerako 0 at the end. Ku Mathel NAL to NAM, NRM yafunako obululu 19 ne beegabira 400.
Tutuusa okusiima kwaffe gye muli mwenna abantu b'ensi eno abaasalawo okuyimirira nga temugooka ne mugamba nti twagala eddoboozi ly'abantu liwulirwe nga teriyo alifootola. Obuwanguzi obwo twabufunye, naye obuwanguzi bwaffe obwo bubuutikiddwa ekiguumaaza. Ekiguumaaza ekireetebwa abo abatudde mu buyinza abagamba ebbanga lyonna nti baleeta eddembe baleeta demokrasi kyokka bw'otunulira General Museveni alabika ng'ate era ye yennyini ayagala okubeera ng'afuga ate nga yali ne ku luuyi oluvuganya kubanga ebifo byombi abyagala bassebo ne bannyabo ate nze saagala kukkiriza byogerwa nti oba oli awo awuddiisibwa kuba musajja mukulu amaze ebbanga ddene mu buyinza era nga yeenyumiriza mu kubanga wa security ennyo naye tayinza kubanga tasobola kufuna anoonyereza ayeetengeredde amubuulira ebiri ekawempe singa yali akozesa bulungi okunoonyereza yali badde azuula nti tewaliwo na bwetaavu bwakuteekawo avuganya ng'ava mu kibiina kye mu kalulu kano kuba buli kimu kyali kyerambise bulungi nnyo waggulu ku ggulu ne ku bire nti amazima akalulu ako yali tasobola kawangula bw'aba yakkirizibwa okuguumaazibwa by'amanyi mu ngeri y'emu n'ebimu ku ebyo ebyogerwa wano mu nsonyiwo biwakanyaamu katono mbwe abantu abo abatukuba emiggo mu zidrooni ate batukkiririzaamu nnyo era baagala tukole ky'amaanyi teriyo ayinza kuliisa kamuje lwa mpaka ate n'omusolobeza lwaki okuba munno okutuuka ku ekyo ate ng'oli ku sayidi y'emu naye oyagala alemme kutuuka mu nsi ensuubize.
The National Unity Platform Party Entebbe Municipality Member of Parliament Kakembo Michael Mbwatekamwa has criticized fellow party members, accusing them of abandoning the struggle for personal gain, particularly to retain their parliamentary seats ahead of the 2026 general elections. Despite his recent fallout with the party leadership, Kakembo maintains his allegiance to NUP, asserting that many leaders are more concerned about holding onto the party card rather than actively working to end President Museveni's 40-year rule.
As politicians, we have betrayed our people. When people are campaigning to become members of parliament, they promise a lot of things. They promise to remove the dictator. When they come to parliament, the narrative changes. Now they are protecting their position. They have reached where they want. They do not aspire for more. So Ugandans who think we can remove Museveni and bring another person, I pity you. Because it's not tomorrow, not even today. When you have leaders who still think I should possess my position as a member of parliament, when you ask them, you're a member of parliament, what have you done to remove Museveni? They don't care. What they care about is to protect their position so that they be in parliament, get that small salary, pay the school fees of their children, have a small house, and for them they are done. So the issue of removing the dictator is long gone. So we need to wake them up. We must wake up to this reality. We are removing Museveni. Is it about political party? I can even stand aside. If you have a better candidate who can have better, issues to remove Museveni than me. So the matter of me being in parliament and being there to do what? What can I do as a member of parliament under Museveni dictatorship? I can't do much. So for those who think being in parliament, that's the end of it all. I don't know. But I believe we have a bigger goal, a big objective, which we must fight to. The national coordinator has been very clear that DAO, Democratic Alliance, is not a political party, but a political platform, a bigger umbrella to accommodate all other political parties against a common cause. And that's simple as that. So I am NUP, and I will remain in NUP. Okay? But I have the same thinking with the team in the DA. We believe Uganda should shift. Time is now so that we help Ugandans to understand the challenge ahead of us. How are we going to handle it? In the political cycle, how are we going to manage the political wave that is ahead of us? Museveni, 40 years in power, he is becoming more stronger and stronger. You see what happens in it, I want to know. That's what we want to wish for us come 2026. How are we going to manage? How are we going to navigate the challenges in politics in Uganda as opposition party? As the people who are fighting to remove the dictator who has been here for 40 years. It's not an easy job. We need to come together. We need to think together and we fight together for a common goal. That's how Vuzi China Kukora. But when we are in Gwanga, you know, we are going NUP, so to Kulembere Gwanga. So to living all over Buganya. Let's go to Ambra and Eric Muga, Moses Zawari, Yamuri, Mutago candidate to NUP, Gobadesa NRM. Nchon Ramukunda, eggaali ziva e Kampala wano e Kavule ne bavuga tebagenda bali Nakasongola ngeeyo nga bagenze kutunda candidate wa NUP okujja wa NRM mumumpeeko nyiza omubanga nze siraba bulungi muba n'amawulire kyali kumana w'abantu amaanyi gwe n'ova wano ngeza Kayunga waffe tumanyiwo ali mu Kampala mu Kayunga mu center wa NRM mu Lugoloobi yakamana okuba misango egy'okubba ssente z'amabaati olako wa NRM agende Kayunga omuyisaamu eggaali amulangira okuba amabaati aleete wa NUP aneesimba e Kayunga naye basobola okuyita e Kayunga ewa Lugoloobi ne bagenda balumba bbaale eri Tebandeke Charles bamukube nkodde Mityana siwala nnyo eyabba Mityana North eyabba Sematiko wa NUP gyali Nsegumire wa NRM sirabako gaali gyatutteko Mityana North awo bagende batunde owaffe oba Sematiko oba bano abazza abapya waliwo benda bibano ababiri aba Bishop Musange n'Otikas Musange bagende babatunde wa NRM Nsegumire akola ki naye basobola okuvuga ne balumba Joyce baagala ne balumba lumu opposition ne bamukuba bamuyiseemu eggaali naye nga tebasobola kugenda kuyisaamu ggaali ali mu North Nsegumire Nakasongola eyo wano eyidde ne Rope gy'ava abakiikirayo bonna ba NRM kina buzibu kyokera kwanjagibwa nga bakandidate baffe abali e Nakasongola kati nga tulina kuba bize kudda mu constituency zaffe tugamba lero twagala kutwala ggaali bodaboda nga 5 tugenda Nakasongola constituency ABCD tuplantige abaffe aba NUP tukuba aba NRM tubajewa e Nakasongola oba Nakaseke wano North n'ebifo ebirala naye amaanyi tugatadde nnyo kuba NUP bannaffe nange obumbuuza ekibuuzo tibajja entebe yes kubanga nze entebe nze ndiyo ndiwaawo kitagisa ate kujja ntebe ku mwana kukazanja akamu kitegeeza nti abaana bakyalina okuyiga kiki tulina okukola twagala ababaka 100 okulwanyisa Museveni tulina ababaka 57 bwobuuza strategy ki gye mulina okwongera ku muwendo gw'ababaka be mulina 57 mugende babaka 3 n'abaffe tulina 52 abasinga tubakuba bajjayo ate omwagala kujjako Museveni ndowooza nze sitegeera bulungi.
Away from that, the Uganda Cancer Institute has set to commission a state-of-the-art molecular imaging and therapy center with services expected to commence in early April. According to the Executive Director, Dr. Jackson Orem, the new PET center equipped with a SPECT/CT machine will transform cancer diagnosis and treatment by enabling real-time tracking of cancer progression. This advancement will allow medical experts to prescribe personalized treatment plans, improving the efficiency and effectiveness of cancer care in Uganda.
Previously, doctors often struggled to accurately assess the progression and severity of cancer in individual patients, making it challenging to prescribe effective treatment. According to the Executive Director of the Uganda Cancer Institute, Dr. Jackson Orem, the introduction of cutting-edge diagnostics and innovative treatments, such as targeted radionuclide therapy, addresses the limitations of traditional cancer treatment.
Is that this is going to improve the way we treat cancer at the level of an individual. We call it personalized treatment. That means that even though you have two people who have one type of cancer, because they're different individuals, they can be treated differently. And in order for us to do that, we need actually to use isotopes, which we are setting up here. And then secondly, we are saying that this is part of a broader program we call the PET project, where we want to have, at the end of the day, a fully fledged molecular imaging which includes PET.
Dr. Godfrey Sinde, the head of the Nuclear Imaging Division at Uganda Cancer Institute, sheds light on how the newly acquired SPECT/CT machine, a multi-billion shilling investment by the Ugandan government, will enhance cancer treatment by enabling medical experts to prescribe targeted and effective medications.
So when we get some of these substances that are being released by the cancers, around now we're going to use as the vehicle to look for these particular cancers where they are, to monitor them. Now, I'll give an example, still with the prostate cancer. It can cross to the bones. But when it crosses to the bones, it will still be releasing this tumor marker, which can mark it. So now when we get this vehicle and we inject in this person, in this case, it will even go to the bone, meaning that the cancer has gone to the bones. If it has, it will follow where that vehicle is. So this one is now very specific than previously, where you only focus on the prostate. And by the time you reach the bones, you're not so sure whether it is that cancer or another cancer that has gone to the bones. So it makes it more personalized and very specific.
When questioned about the cost of this personalized treatment for Ugandans, Dr. Orem emphasized that the government's primary focus is on ensuring that these services are accessible and affordable for all.
Our aim is access.
Access. So
the first thing we need, this facility must be there. And then, of course, issues of cost will come in. As we know, the policy of our government is to make sure that people get treated irrespective of their status. So that means that is going to be the number one. Once the facility is there, everything is there, the issues of cost now can be discussed. But what we are saying is that even if cost is there, it's going to be the bare minimum.
yeah. And most likely we shall give it free of charge, because our target, we are getting a capsulation machine. We shall be able to do the compounding and ration the dose from here. Because you see, to import one dose is leading you to spend about that $2,000-3,000. But if we go a bulk importation, we can lower the cost of this dose to $100 or $200. That means the whole service can be just given, the government can fund that treatment, because that treatment, the thyroid cancer is really non-responsive to other modalities, and it can only now respond to this way.
Dr. Henry Dungu, a senior hematology and oncology consultant, urged the public to seek medical attention promptly upon detecting cancer symptoms, emphasizing the importance of early diagnosis and management.
Naddala nga abantu bongedde okumanya, first of all, okwewala endwadde, ekyokubiri okuzizula nga bukyali, kituyambe nti tukakasa nti obulwadde bukoma wano ne tubujjanjaba n'eddagala ettulivu.
According to a recent study by the Uganda Cancer Institute, approximately 72,000 cancer cases are reported in the country each year, comprising of 36,000 new cases. Notably, the study found that a staggering 80% of these new cases result in 2 fatalities within just 1 year. Joseph Kabale, Uctv News.
Thank you very much for watching the Uganda Catholic Television. UCTV News takes a break. We'll be back shortly.
UCTV, good news for all.
You are watching UCTV, good news for all. For this and more, tune in to Kasese Get Radio 100.5 in Western Region, located at the hill of the Diocese of Kasese. KGR brings you all Catholic programs and an advertising platform in all our radio shows like Good Morning Renzori, Chama Towoka, Ukute, the business show, Propeller, the Rico show and sports, Evaluation, Bahinga Bakuluka, Late Night Show, and many others. Our other services include Isuzu Tipa, a Noah car, public address system, live band, Omokekera, an audio recording studio, and outside live broadcast. For more information, call 0773 597 166 or visit our website www.kasesegatradio.com. Kasese Radio, Omusondoria, the voice of truth.
You're watching UCTV News that continues with more stories. The Minister of Health has taken a significant step in the fight against malaria by training Alur chiefs on malaria prevention and management. This initiative aims to equip local cultural leaders with essential knowledge and skills to help their communities in preventing, diagnosing and treating of malaria. Now speaking during the training at Satellite One Hotel in Nebi, Silva Kasozi, Assistant Commissioner at the Ministry of Health, emphasized that training will empower cultural leaders with expertise in diagnostic treatment of both uncomplicated and severe malaria and effective malaria management at primary health care and community levels.
The Ministry of Health has taken a significant step in combating malaria by training alert chiefs on malaria management. This initiative aims to equip local leaders with the knowledge and skills necessary to prevent, diagnose, and treat malaria in their communities. Silva Kasozi, Assistant Commissioner, Ministry of Health, said the training will equip cultural leaders on diagnostic testing, treatment of uncomplicated and severe malaria, and management of malaria at primary health care and community levels.
We have had over 70 members in attendance, and we have had an opportunity to discuss issues pertaining disease and particularly malaria in our communities, and they have pledged that they will go back and sensitize and educate and ensure that the communities know what to do about malaria, how to prevent it, how to treat it, how to ensure that the children are protected, that the pregnant mothers are protected, that the men encourage their wives to go for ANC, that they escort them while they are going for antenatal care. So it has been a wonderful engagement.
Vincent Oshaurach, Deputy Prime Minister Alur Kingdom, noted that Minister of Health should put strategies for preventing malaria transmission, including vector control. He committed that Alur Kingdom will build partnerships with the local communities to promote malaria awareness, education and prevention.
The workshop organized by the Minister of Health is concerning the new malaria vaccine that is going to be rolled up in the month of April for the 6 to 18-year-old children. And this is the malaria vaccine that will be given 4 doses according to what we have been told. So our role is really to mobilize people for the good uptake of this vaccine.
Meanwhile, Dr. Justin Okwairoth, District Health Officer, Nebi District, said by empowering Alur chiefs with malaria management skills, the Minister of Health is leveraging the influence of local leaders to promote health and well-being in the communities.
As we plan to address the issue of malaria, we have been doing a lot. We give alternate, we have been giving drugs, teach people in the community how to prevent malaria, drain stagnant water. But still malaria has continued to torment our people, especially children under 5 dying.
This initiative demonstrates the government's commitment to reducing malaria-related mobility and mortality in Uganda.
It's time for Today in History. And that's it for the Monday edition of Uctv News. I am Sunday Gloria Aboch, and I wish you a very good night.